Do you know anything about playoffs?
A little bit. I've been in a few, yeah.
Have you ever had a rant such as that?
I had one similar to that.
You know what? I'll take yours over that one.
Okay.
I'm surprised we're talking about Denver, though. I'm really surprised we're talking about Denver.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Denver, San Francisco.
Why?
I thought for sure Stephen A's favorite team is 5-1 right now.
Oh, so we thought we were talking about Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Oh, my bad.
How about those Cowboys right now?
How about them, Stephen A?
How about the Cowboys?
Stephen A ain't believing yet. He going to wait till December.
Coach wants to talk about the Cowboys.
By December, Stephen A, they might have 10 wins.
They might.
Oh, boy.
Or will Stephen A, you don't want to do it. You don't want to talk Cowboys.
He don't want to go down there. He don't want to go down there.
Listen, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it again. Whether it's in the regular season or the playoffs, when the biggest moment arrives and the Cowboys have to deliver, I expect an accident to happen.
Okay.
I love it.
Just that simple.
We'll put a pin in it.
Okay.
Because we'll wait for that to happen.
do it.
Okay.
Well, we
do it with Coach.
You thought it was going to happen in Seattle?
All right.
Happen in Seattle.
Denver, 49ers. What chance do you give the 49ers of winning on Sunday, Coach?
I give them about a 40% chance.
Okay.
Very difficult place to play. As you know, they're 17-2. The two games they've lost there with Peyton Manning playing quarterback was against the Chargers in Houston. And here again, I think if you're the 49ers, the key is, can you possess the ball? And they've done a great job of that. 34 minutes possessing the ball. That keeps Peyton Manning on the sideline. Because here's the problem with San Francisco right now. They're doing a great job defensively, taking the ball away. Not very good on third down, about 49%. Only have 5 sacks. That's not the number you like to hear trying to rush Peyton Manning. That's never good. Now, how they defend it, whether they rush 3 and drop 8, do all that stuff, that's great. But they've got so many guys offensively when you think about the Denver Broncos. Julius Thomas, the tight end, they've struggled, 49ers covering tight ends. We saw last week when they played Kansas City, the big tight end caught a bunch of balls on them. So Julius Thomas already has 9 touchdown passes. This is a tough test for them, but they've got to keep the ball away from Peyton Manning if they're going to win this game.
All right, Stephen A., 40%, so says Coach Herm Edwards.
I think that's about right, but that's only due to the respect that I have for the San Francisco 49ers, particularly how they play on the road since they've been coached by Jim Harbaugh. I think that needs to be taken into consideration. I don't think that can be ignored. But just like Coach said, you've only got 5 sacks on the year. That's not a good number when you're talking about going up against Peyton Manning. On the flip side, you're Denver. You've got 15 sacks on the year. 6 of them have been by Von Miller. 4 have been by DeMarcus Ware. When you consider that, and we're talking about the Denver Broncos going up against Colin Kaepernick, these are dudes that have the capability to get to him. You combine that with the fact that the Denver Broncos are stout against the run. They haven't given up 100 yards to a rusher all season, okay, and they're the 4th-ranked team. They've got the 4th-ranked defense against the rush in the NFL. The fact of the matter is what they're saying to you and what that tells you is that in order to beat the Denver Broncos, you're going to need to throw the football. And if that is your recipe for success up against the Denver Broncos, I'm not sure how that's going to bode well for you. Colin Kaepernick is playing better, has been completing some passes, but is prone to mistakes. All of his throws aren't obviously that accurate. He isn't considered the most accurate passer in the world, even though his numbers belie that at this particular moment in time. If you have to throw the football to beat Denver, chances are, if you're San Francisco, that's not going to work. That's not going to cut it. You're going to need to run the football effectively in order to pull it off, and I don't see that happening over the course of 60 minutes in this particular game. I see San Francisco winning this game. I'm sorry, I see Denver winning this game.
So I assume you're picking Denver to win this game.
I would say right now, I think Stephen A. brings up some great points, and I think, you know, obviously the wild card of this is Kaepernick. He's already made 12 first downs by himself running the football, so that keeps him on the field. It's about staying on the field.
So you have a little doubt in your mind, just a little doubt here, even though you gave him only a 40% chance. You have some doubt about whether Denver's going to win this game.
Sure, I do.
Okay, I'm going to try to push you over the line on this game.
Oh, to say you're going for Denver?
I'm going to pick San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm going to pick San Francisco. Right. Now, I'm doing so when I know that Patrick Willis is almost certainly not going to go in this game. So that means they've been without, obviously, Navarro Bowman,
Willis, Smith.
And Aldon Smith. So those 3 are your starting linebackers, even though some of them put their hand down on the ground. But those are your 3 stud star linebackers. None of the 3 are going to play. And I will be the first to admit you, I might be picking more with my heart than my head here, because I picked New England to win the AFC, and they're having trouble. We had just talked about that before you came. And I want to see them get home field advantage because I don't know if they can win at Denver. And I also picked San Diego to win this division. So I need the 49ers to win this game. The team I watched on Monday Night Football, even though the game stayed reasonably close, it looked like a football team that is becoming a football team. It looked nasty to me.
Yes.
It looked like hard-nosed, well-coached, run the ball down your throat, play tough Justin Smith-led defense, because you want to talk about a man. This guy is bringing it in the middle. Now, he might not get to the quarterback, but you're going to have he's going to disrupt your offense. He's going to take your running game away. And again, will Peyton pick them to pieces? I don't think so. I don't think he'll pick them to pieces, because I do think, and you talked about time of possession, I believe that Gore and Hyde will have their way running the football. And Kaepernick will occasionally have his way running the football. And I thought Monday night, Colin Kaepernick played one of the best overall football games I have seen him play. Start to finish, game management plus making sensational runs and throws. And all of a sudden, Brandon Lloyd has reinvented himself. Man, he even got behind. I didn't think he could run, but he got the deep pass on Janoris Jenkins, obviously. And
that shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen, but again, he pulled it off. And all of a sudden, Crabtree is doing double moves, and Vernon Davis is catching balls on the sideline, and Anquan's making big third-down grabs. That's starting to look like a football team that is a force to be reckoned with. So are they capable of going in there and just smash-mouthing and controlling the clock and winning a game, some close game, 27-26? Yes, they are.
Well, the game's not going to be too big for San Francisco.
No.
They're used to going into situations where the lights are bright, and generally they play well. So this is one of those games. That's why I said 40%. They got an excellent opportunity to beat Denver. Will they do it? We'll have to wait and see. The key is, as you said before, can you disrupt Peyton Manning? And right now, he's not been disrupted. Right now, it's 15 touchdown passes. He's on a march again to throw 40-plus touchdowns again at the rate that he's throwing them at.
Okay, I'm going 27-26. Visiting team. Stephen A., what do you have?
I'm going to pick the Denver Broncos to win this game 27-20.
Coach?
24-21.
Okay, you'll
Denver.
Get 24-21.
Denver.
All right. You know what? We will talk about the Cowboys a little later on in the show.
A little later?
Yeah, will you be available for that?
Cowboys.
Okay, so you are available for that. All right.
Talk about,
you know what? We're about to talk
Skips,
about We're about to talk about Kobe. Am I right?
He should be available for this segment.
You know what?
I was trying to talk to Stephen A. earlier, and I asked him, Stephen A., is he the 40th ranked guy?
You know what? You're welcome
league?
To stay for
Do you
Kobe.
wanna
I'm
sit around?
serious.
There's no way he could be the 40th guy.
Well, Stephen A. went on a rant yesterday. He said there's no way in the world 39 other players are that much better than Kobe Bryant.
Well, that's a fact. There's no way he could be the 40th guy.
Do you want to sit in that debate? Because
it's not a debate.
Okay,
I agree with Stephen A.
All right, so we're not doing it then.
No, why? I mean, that's even why we even talk about it?
But listen.
By the way, Kerry Champion.
Yes,
Kerry
darling.
Champion.
Yes.
Kerry Champion. Correction. I did not say there's no way that 39 players could be that much better than Kobe. I said there's no way in hell 39 players are better than Kobe.
Thank you very much.
Period.
Correct.
I mean, it ain't
That's all right,
that
guys.
much better. There's no way. There's no way.
Let me get this right. Were two backup players on the Warriors
this guy
rated higher than Kobe?
This guy doesn't agree. He thinks that could be the case.